Greens YouTube, Captain Machine here. Reporting to you live from, well, not live because it's obviously on YouTube, from Furnace 2008, or more precisely, end of Furnace 2008. I don't think a role-playing convention like this is actually a good medium to record on camera. I don't have the kind of money or sophisticated equipment that allows me to actually verbally record a session, nor do I think I'll be able to get lucky enough to find an entire group that would allow me to do so. So that is not going to be available for the time being. But what I am going to do is give you a rundown of what's happened. And I'm in the Garrison Hotel at the moment. I'm on the patio because the last session has just finished early for myself because it's Call of Cthulhu, and Call of Cthulhu can get quite apocalyptic if you do it wrong, and we may have done it wrong. I'm not quite sure. All I know is that there's another hour officially left before the convention ends, and there's nothing to do really. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make some videos and read some of the books I've bought. Bit of a bad luck with regards to the games I was running because nobody wanted to play them, or at least that's what I think was the case. What was happening last year anyway was that people were physically getting shoehorned into games that were normally designed for 4 or 5 people, so to make up 5 or 6 people, because more people were there than there were games to play. So this year what looks like it's happened is the exact opposite, and we've had too many games to allow. Basically, had everyone turned up, I still think there would have been spare seats at individual tables. Basically, quite quickly on, a couple of people, by the way, haven't turned up, which is a shame really. I know a couple of people have left early as well, which is also a shame. So what's happened is people have realised that if the game doesn't get filled up, it doesn't start, doesn't run. So people have been gravitating towards games which have had names attached to them. So when you're on the sign-up board, you're looking down the list, and if the game that you want to play has no names on it, you're more inclined to keep going down the list until you find one that has got names on it. So you put your name on there, and you're guaranteed to be in a full session. So it means that, at least to my knowledge, at least half a dozen different games have not run, which is something that may need addressing in the future, but I'm sure that with a bit of hindsight they can figure all this out, and because I'm not really part of any sort of committee or anything. Either way, it's been a wondrous weekend. I've played 5 really good games with a variety of different gems. I've played a variety of different systems. I played 2 games of Call of Cthulhu. I played a game of Hunter the Vigil. I played a game called Dread, which is a third-party game. It's a bit of an indie game. It's like a splatter horror game. I'll be putting links into the sidebar for that, so that you can have a look at it, because you can order it direct from Lulu, which is where you can get it from. If I ever do buy it, I will review it on the channel, because like I said, I'm going to get back into my reviews quite heavily when I get back home. Might even do one tonight. Although obviously when I actually film it and get it on YouTube, that'll be a completely different time. So I'm kind of musing at the moment, because I've really enjoyed myself. I do apologise for background because it is an open-aired garden patio type thing at the hotel. Hotel staff have been phenomenally ace. They haven't been the people that we had to deal with last year, or they don't appear to be, because people we dealt with last year at the same hotel were a bit when it came to customer service, and this year has been fantastic. What else did I play? I played Dread, Vigil, 2 games of Call of Cthulhu, and I played 4th edition. I've decided, on the back of that, I'm rejoining, because I was a member originally, but that's way back when 3rd edition had just come out. So obviously I think my membership's a bit out of date. I'm rejoining the RPGA because apparently, according to what I've been told, and I'll go into this in more detail in the future if I feel like it, you can actually hold RPG events at home with your friends, with your normal gaming group. There are more strict rules as to what you can and can't do. For example, one of the rules which they told me about was, with an RPG character, you cannot have more magic items than you have in levels, which is kind of interesting. So even if you were to find a magic item, you can't keep it. And generally speaking, what normally happens is, well, I think what normally happens, because I'm not an expert on this, is you, at some point in the adventure, usually towards the end, you find a chest or something, which will have a cache of treasure, which you basically pick out of it what you want. I'm not sure how that works with disenchanting and things like that, but you never know. So, overall, Furnace 2008 was a huge success. There were a couple of gripes with it, like for example the fact that a good number of games didn't run. But that's due to planning and things like that. And if I did run a game next year, I would only run one. I wouldn't run, because I was running Tomb Horrors with Pathfinder. It involved a lot of book carrying to consult rules, and I would probably stick to a rules light system like Cthulhu or Savage Worlds next time if I was running a game here. And I would only run one as well, because I've really enjoyed being a player as opposed to a GM a lot. Basically, I've experienced what my friends normally experience, which is they turn up, play games, go home, whereas I was going to turn up, play games, run games, and then go home. And there is a radical juxtaposition between the two. Either way, guys, I'm going to sign off now. If I can get anyone to come on camera, I will do, and this may turn out to be a multi-parter. If not, that's the end of it. Bye. Yeah, I'm playing with camera.
You finished? Oh, you're doing